First, the headlines. Governor Obaseki swears in 8 High Court judges. Task force arrests use of face masks defaulters in Benin. And governor to meet on Wednesday over COVID-19 crisis. On entertainment, Don Jazzy excited as the Prince signs new artist, Ruga.
And in sports, Ademola Olajure says COVID-19 rules may deny Alex Iwobi others from facing Benin Republic in AFCON qualifier.
Details of these and more after this break. I am Omoye Ugbeide. Governor Godwin Obaseki on Monday swearing 8 new judges appointed to serve in Edo State High Court. Obaseki, who spoke to the new judges after subscribing to the relevant oath of office, charged them to carry out their duties and responsibilities without fear or favor, as their appointment is from God, not any man. He said his administration has taken a step further in making Edo State one of the judicial hubs of the nation. The judges are Isaac Behin Idemudia, Igo Braimo, Esohe Bazwaye, Etiosa Adekombi. Others are Hassana Oshione, Teresa Ege Abe, Ogbevoin Asheme, and Ituseli and Enoreda. And Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has given a charge to the newly deployed Commissioner of Police to ensure that the state is free of criminal elements. Obaseki gave the charge when he received the new Commissioner of Police CP Ogbadu Philip Aliyu, who was in Government House on courtesy visit upon resumption of duty. The governor, who did not hide his dismay over lack of coordination and efficiency within the security system, asked the new CP to change the narrative.
Nobody can tell me how many of the 108 kidnapping cases that took place from July 1 last year to December 1 have been resolved, or how many of the 100 armed robbery cases have been resolved. So now that you have come in, we want to commit to providing the resources, but because we are the ones providing the resources, we must have more say in the way these resources are deployed and how it impacts on security in Edo State. We cannot just fold arms again. We're going to work together as partners. Yes, you were deployed from Abuja, but you are deployed to Edo State to work in Edo with the governor of Edo State. And I would like that your first duty as commissioner is to create a sense that there's order, that there's a police and there's a government in Edo State. Because people just breach the rules and nothing happens.
Earlier, the new Commissioner of Police, Ogbadu Aliyu, who was Commissioner of Police Special Protection Unit Force Headquarters, assured that though no society can be free of crime, he will work to minimize it in Edo State while he serves. And over 25 persons were arrested on Monday in Benin City by the COVID-19 task force team for not putting on their face masks in line with the COVID-19 guidelines in Edo State. Chinedu Ekeja reports that the arrest formed part of the awareness campaign exercise carried out in major places within Benin City metropolis by the team led by Chairman and Deputy Governor Comrade Philip Schreiber.
Following the rising cases of COVID-19 infections in Edo State, the government has made the use of face masks in public places compulsory. But to ensure a strict compliance to this directive, members of the task force on COVID-19, led by the Deputy Governor Comrade Philip Schreiber, were out on Monday. They were at banks, shopping malls, restaurants, marketplaces, first of all, to preach the gospel of face mask before the enforcement.
And I also observed that some of them put the nose masks, they hang it, some put on to cover their jaw, some cover their mouth and leave their nose. So these are some of the things we have to educate them on. And thank God, we've been able to pass the message that covering your nose is helping yourself. Covering your mouth is helping your neighbor, because the two must go together.
However, over 25 persons who were not having their face mask were apprehended and handed over to the medical teams for a compulsory COVID-19 test.
The enforcement has started, and those that we caught today are lucky, and we gave them the opportunity to go and rethink and obey the law. They may not be that lucky next time. The mobile courts have been set up, and henceforth, anybody arrested will be taken to those mobile courts and they will be prosecuted.
The enforcement continues today, but this time with a sanction upon arrest and conviction. Chinedu Ekeja, KUFM News.
Meanwhile, earlier on, the State Deputy Governor, Philip Schreiber, had addressed a team of 200 constabularies deployed to 3 major local government areas of the state to enforce the COVID-19 safety protocol. He charged them to be professional in their approach and set themselves as models before the public.
This is also security. This is security without arm. You are going to be enforcing the COVID protocol in the state. So the drivers are also going to be part of our task force monitoring team. Their own work is simple. Before they carry any passenger, they must make sure that passenger wears his face mask. So if you arrest any driver that has a passenger in the car and is not wearing face mask, both the driver and the passenger have committed an offense. Same with private vehicles.
The officers are to be deployed to Oredo, Ego, Ikubauha local government areas of the state and will begin their work today. He gave them further guidelines to include ensuring that crowds in the bank, eateries, malls and other places do not exceed 50 at a given time. And the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has promised to offset the hospital bills of 2 deaf persons allegedly shot by men of the Nigerian Police Force and Nigerian Army during the NSAS protest in Benin City. The succor came following the request made by the Edo State Association of the Deaf through the Edo State Judicial Panel of Inquiry for victims of SARS and related abuses to the state government. According to a petition signed by the association's chairman, Kingsley Eremosele, the victims are Bright Osarabo and Osaze Festus. Eremosele said they were shot on the 20th of October 2020 in Benin City by men of the Nigerian police and military at the Ogwala Junction, Siloko Road and Okpasapomba Road, respectively. The petitioner said Osarabo was shot a few meters away from his house by the police, while Osaze Festus was shot by the Nigerian Army at the back of his neck while waiting to be hired as an artisan on Okpasapomba Road. Eremosele pointed out that Osarabo's right leg has been amputated owing to the gravity of the injury, even as he battles renal failure as a result of complications from the abdominal operations. He said Osaze is bedridden as a result of spinal cord injury. However, members of the judicial panel announced on Monday that the state government has offered to take up the medical bills of the duo. And coming up in a moment after the break, governors to meet on Wednesday over COVID-19 crisis. This and more when we come back.
At split seconds, there is a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We would stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. we've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Welcome back to the news. Governors of the 36 states of the Federation will be holding their 23rd teleconferencing meeting to address the rising cases of COVID-19 infections and work out an appropriate response. The meeting, which is scheduled to hold virtually on Wednesday, is expected to provide a platform for the governors to deliberate and agree on practical steps to contain further spread of the disease. This was contained in a press statement signed by the head media and public affairs of the NGF, Abdulrazak Bello Bakindo, in Abuja on Monday. According to the statement, Governor Kowa is expected to give a panoramic view of the second wave of the pandemic, while the NGF chairman, who is also the governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, will brief the forum on his meeting with the president, as well as update the forum on all pending matters that have remained inconclusive following from the previous year's meetings. And the Nigerian Union of Teachers on Monday, amid concerns about the rising coronavirus cases, said it would on Thursday hold a meeting on the pandemic and compliance with COVID-19 protocols in schools across the country. The Secretary General of the NUT, Mike Ene, stated this during an interview in Abuja as primary and secondary schools in many states reopened with partial compliance with COVID-19 safety rules. While schools in some states observed safety rules such as social distancing and hand washing, others disregarded them as classrooms were overcrowded. NS said Thursday's meeting would review compliance with COVID-19 protocols with the aim of ensuring safety for teachers and their pupils. He said it was the duty of the state governments to provide personal protective equipment, adding that the union had directed its members to assess what each state provided. And coming up in a moment in entertainment news, Don Jazzy excited as the Prince signs new artist Ruga. This and more on entertainment news. It's not the news break in KU 92.7 FM Benin City. In some entertainment stories this morning, Michael Collins Ajere, better known as Don Jazzy, has urged Nigerians to watch out for fast-rising Nigerian artist Ruga, who has just been signed to join Rema at the Prince's own Jonesy World record label. Ruga was unveiled as part of Jonesy World on Monday, January 18. The 21-year-old, whose real name is Michael Adebayo, is a Lagosian and an upcoming artist. As brothers and business partners, Don Jazzy's Maven seems to be in some sort of partnership with Jonesy World record label, as the former Mo Hits founder continues to promote artists signed by his brother, The Prince. Nigerian Afrobeat legend Davido has also taken to the Insta Story section of his Instagram page to welcome the young lads to the music industry. And Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West have completely stopped going to marriage counseling, which may be an indication that an official split may be announced soon. Earlier reports this month said the couple was in marital therapy in an effort to salvage their fractured relationship after almost 7 years of marriage. This news comes less than 2 weeks after multiple sources confirmed that the 40-year-old Keeping Up with the Kardashian star plans to file for divorce from West and has been working with a high-profile divorce attorney. Kardashian and West shared daughters North and Chicago, 7 and 3 years old, respectively, and sons Saint, 5, and Sam, who turned 2 in May. According to sources, following nearly 7 years of marriage, Kardashian feels her future does not align with West's, especially following his 2020 presidential run and controversial Twitter rants. And that's it from entertainment. And in sports, Ademola Olajire says COVID-19 rules may deny Alex Iwobi others from facing Benin Republic in AFCON qualifier. This and more on Sports News.
Good morning. NFF Director of Media Ademola Olajire says except the football governing body and coach Genotron decide to camp the Super Eagles in Benin Republic for 1 week ahead of the Cameroon 2022 AFCON qualifier against the Squirrels on March 22nd, the team may be forced to play the game without some of its regular stars based in England and South Africa. Among the players are forwards Alex Iwobi and Kelechi Iheanacho, defenders William Trustekong, Ola Aino, and goalkeeper Daniel Akpeyi. Olajire added that the NFF was monitoring situations as the days go by to fashion out modalities that will ensure the Super Eagles successfully prosecute the AFCON qualifier against Benin Republic without any hitches. Going by the current NCDC rules, players coming from outside the country, especially England and South Africa, must be tested for COVID-19 and quarantined for a long period of time before being integrated to the society. Based on these requirements put in place by the Nigerian health authorities, the CAF Competition Cup return leg fixture between Rivers United FC and Bloemfontein City of South Africa, initially slated for Port Harcourt, was moved to Benin Republic, a neutral venue, as the South African athlete could not meet up the 7 days quarantine protocols placed on the team. Nigeria currently leads Group L table of the AFCON with 8 points ahead of Benin Republic, which has 7 points, while Sierra Leone and Lesotho are on 3 and 2 respectively. And now to European Chelsea manager Frank Lampard has told his players to forget the Premier League title race and fight their way back into the top 4 battle. The Blues boss hit second place Leicester City as their new title contenders ahead of Chelsea's trip to the King Power Stadium on Tuesday night. The former Chelsea and England midfielder admitted, however, that the Blues can ill afford to dream of their own title challenge, given the seat 8 points off the top than in 7th place. And finally, to transfer, where AC Milan sporting director Paolo Maldini has confirmed Chelsea defender Fikayo Tomori is set to join the Italian club in the January transfer window. Tomori has fallen out of favour under manager Frank Lampard and is looking to leave the club in the hope of more regular game time. Maldini has stated that a deal for the Englishman to join the Serie A leaders is now close to completion. The 23-year-old joined Chelsea at under 8 level and progressed through the club's academy system. He was part of the Chelsea youth side, which recorded back-to-back triumphs in both the UEFA Youth League and the FA Youth Cup in 2015 and 2016. And that's Sports News on KUFM's News Break. My name is Egusa Agbeda, and back to you, Omoye.
And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Governor Obaseki swears in 8 High Court judges. Task Force arrests use of face mask defaulters in Benin. Governors to meet on Wednesday over COVID-19 crisis. Do remember that to continue unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on RadioGarden.com. KUFM's News Break was produced by Blessing Asekume. I am Omoye Ogbaide saying thanks for listening. Good morning.
KUFM. Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530-5657 or 0802-232-7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
These love they make me shamaya.
92.7 KUFM.
Only you baby nine day my corner. For my baby, you see this girl, yeah, now God they give them to me. You see this girl, now God they give them to me. You see this girl, yeah, now God they give them to me. You see this girl, now God they give them to me. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Baby, superwoman, we are rich 10 over 10. No girl like you, I love you, die my most expensive item. I ride and we tell them, oh no, yeah. These songs they make me shower, yeah. Oh my little baby, marama. Even when my brain just dey tanana. Only you baby, nine day my corner. These songs they make me shower, yeah. Oh my little baby, marama. Even when my brain just dey tanana. Only you nine day my corner. Me shamanya, I'm a little baby marama. Even when my brain just dey tanana. Only you baby nine day my corner. These love they make me shamanya. I'm a little baby marama. Even when my brain just dey tanana. Only you nine day my corner. You see this girl, yeah, now God they give them to me. You see this girl, now God they give them to me. You see this girl, yeah, now God. To me, you see this girl, now God they give them to me. I'm in love, 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 I'm in me shamanya, oh my little baby marama. Even when my brain just dey tanana.
Come on, drop the beat, here we go. 92.7.
When would you bless me, Lord? Please let me know. I got a hello, one day girls go blow. Give me anointing, something. So Baba, shower your blessing, oh, 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 yeah. Show me your love, oh, yeah, yeah. So Baba, shower your blessing, oh, oh, oh. Show me your love, oh. So make you show me your love, oh. So let me know when the money goes show. show me your love.
They hate us, cause they ain't us.
Drop that bass.
We are KUFM 92.7.
Them say we get good roads, but I hope when them they pass. When mosquito bite them say that can't good to pass. When we been there for you say now you a good to pass. Say brother bone gist away. Mama says upon me. Same story when I done the essence. Oh, so they done the essence. Same story, I know the essence.
About politicians have been preached with them know the practice. To even keep to their word, no mathematics. Ha. I don't tire for their lapses. Our land is green, but our leaders them they clear the grasses. This song is for Nigeria. This song is for the masses. I'm voicing for the poor, the low level classes. When I don't tire for their tactics. It's time to take a stand. Open your eyes, remove your glasses. Election is here again now. They need your votes. They pretend to be a sheep, but it's all left. Promises upon promises, but nothing is up, waiting is up.
Same story when I don't hear.
You live or you die, nobody cares. I call myself lucky when I see some of my peers. On a daily basis, now my people them the tears. Now because they work no day, that's why steady boys they pray.
Them go just you, now them go dust you, but these I'm sure, yeah. Mama says upon me, same story when I don't the essence. So they done the essence. Same story, I know the essence.
I bless to Nigeria, my country, with all my heart. I love my country, and I hope that nothing tears us apart. But politicians, they carry everybody future put for math. And when we talk, them go say, shut up. What are you talking about? I just till you tired, use your left, do round the path. Enough is enough, see Nigerian people make we fall out. But don't tire for their format. When we talk, them go use combat. They treat us like we don't be human being, we know important. It is right about the time for you to think of our feelings, your dealings, the killings, not chicks when we are bikinis. Giant of Africa, no light, kaka kaka. All these things, no they touch you now, na at kakaraka. If it better for my people,